Welcome to week 7 of our series, People That Jesus Met. I'm going to talk to you today about a little man named Zacchaeus. You may have heard of him before, but before we start, we're going to play a little game. You may be familiar with it. It's a freeze game. So we're going to start the music, and you're going to follow the motions with me, and when the music stops, you have to freeze in that position. But make sure you don't mess it up or fall or anything until the music starts up again. Ready?
Zacchaeus was a wee little man was he. He climbed up in a sycamore tree. The Lord he wanted to see. And as the Savior passed that way, he looked up in the tree. Zacchaeus, you come down, for I'm going to your house today. For I'm going to your house today.
Wow, friends, thanks so much for playing with me. I hope none of you fell over. Now we're gonna jump into the story about how, now let's learn a little bit more about our friend Zacchaeus.
A long time ago in the town of Jericho lived a man named Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector, meaning he was the boss that added tax to next door, and really rich. Zacchaeus was not liked by anyone in town. Everybody hated him because he took their money, the taxes, and demanded more money from them. He would keep the extra for himself. Because of this, Zacchaeus also did not have any friends, so he was a lonely man. One day, Jesus was passing through Jericho, and all sorts of people lined the streets to see him. Zacchaeus has heard about Jesus and was curious. He wanted to see Jesus, but there was one tiny problem. He couldn't see other as well as people. So Zacchaeus decided to run ahead and climb up a sycamore tree to see if he could see Jesus when he walked by. When Jesus reached the spot where Zacchaeus was, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, hurry up and come back, for I must stay at your house today." Zacchaeus was so excited. He swiftly swam down the street and took Jesus to his house. Everyone heard what Jesus said and were not happy. What was Jesus thinking? Going to Zacchaeus' house? Zacchaeus was a big-time sinner. When Jesus and Zacchaeus was to his home, Zacchaeus said to Jesus, "Right here and now, I give half of what I own to the poor. If I have cheated people on their taxes, I will give them back 4 times as much." Jesus said to him, "Salvation has come to this house today, for the Son of Man came to seek and to save those who are lost." The end.
Hey boys and girls, wasn't that a really fun way to learn about Zacchaeus and his story? So we know that Zacchaeus was not very well liked because he just wasn't very nice and honest, and Jesus was very forgiving and still loved him and wanted to spend time with him, and that really did change Zacchaeus' life forever. So for this week's challenge, I would like you to find someone that maybe you need to forgive, or even ask for forgiveness for something that maybe you did that wasn't very nice, just like Jesus forgave Zacchaeus. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I would just like to pray with you first before we go. Dear God, I thank you so much for each individual who is here with us today. I thank you for their hearts and their willingness to learn about you more and more each day. God, I pray for the gift of forgiveness to be in their lives, and that we will be willing to forgive others that are around us. Pray that you will continue to guide us to be just like you, Jesus. We love you and praise you. Amen. Bye, guys. See you next time.